Welcome to Indie 5, the second of its nature in 2019. 5 albums quickly reviewed, gone through, but this time no golden moments here, so if you're actually looking for really great recommendations, then the other way, move on to the next review. This ain't gonna have lots of good stuff, but on the contrary, a couple of really bad ones. This time I've decided to go in fully alphabetical order, so you cannot pretty much decide on based on name only which way we're gonna go. So let's start going. First we start with a band called Bathyum, Rituals of the Damned. Nice looking digipack release. This is a sort of a bedroom black metal project that is only one man band, very mayhem inspired, released. This is actually CDR digipack by Small Heathen Tribes Records, which has put out some nice ones and not so nice ones during the years, mainly kind of a CDR and tape style of stuff. Now Bathyum is very typical Nordic inspired black metal band in the terms of being solo project anyway. It is very Nordic like with its riffs and basically everything. One could say it's very mayhem inspired, and that actually explains why there is a mayhem cover on the band's Bandcamp page. This is nothing out of ordinary, nothing spectacular, but something that is quite easy and nice to enjoy, but not exactly memorable. Now it's clearly shown that this one-man project thing kind of shines through, and not in a good way usually as it is. Something worthwhile considering if you're looking for some black metal you have totally missed, especially from United Kingdom. But is it really good? Not. Worth your time though, so maybe give it a chance. Next in line we have a band that is already ceased to exist. This one's called Bleakwail, and it's an album called Acedia. Now, this is basically a full-length demo in a way. I mean, this is no official release through a label anyway. Nice looking digipack once again though, and this is not a CDR, but proper CD. Very interesting case is that this Finnish band, it seems, used to start as a kind of a Christian thing, but also seems that they have moved forward with their stuff. Actually the band's own pictures are pretty much similar to these drawn images, corpse paint guys, yet with very classic upside up crosses. No inverted crosses here, that is what I'm trying to say. I'm just quickly going through because, to be honest, this doesn't really deserve much of an attention. Why? Well, unfortunately, music-wise, this is crap. This is something like a black metal with some artsy-fartsy elements, some weird ass things which just don't belong here, and also quite skillless, clean vocals. I don't know what the rest of the band members were thinking when letting this all just go through, because to be honest, it's quite horrible. I mean, it's like a karaoke style after too many drinks. And to be honest, nothing on this album is exactly good. It's barely tolerable, but to be honest, I didn't like it one bit. Also, the production, it's kind of a demo level. It's like this band has decided, yeah, let's release it on its own. And the reason is quite clear. I mean, with this kind of lack of skill with vocals, somewhat crappy production, not good songwriting, and way too lengthy tracks, it's just like, I want to kill myself while listening to this. Well, to be honest, just skip it. Then we move to Russia with a band called Darkeater. I have no idea how to pronounce this, so just let it slide. It's something translated as to what the forest remembers, or that's what Google Translate told me anyway. It's all Russian here, just with forest images, and very Drudk-like feeling, not only image-wise but also music-wise, but maybe closer to Lustre and Cold World. So if you're familiar with these really atmospheric black metal related bands, then you pretty much know what Darkeater is all about. Don't let the kind of a weird name fool you. This is definitely worth listening to. It's not great, it's not spectacular, but it's actually one of those atmospheric black metal albums that is kind of like easy to just play it along, play it on the background and just get you to the mood and all that stuff. Not much vocals there. I mean, there are vocals, but they are more or less on the background. And the production is not very solid. It's kind of a weak in a way, kind of a lo-fi, but it does its job. The vocals are almost useless, to be honest. There's so much on the background and they are not good, but like I said, it isn't much of a problem. Definitely worth listening to, especially if you're into atmospheric stuff. Then we have a band called Dune. This is one of the solo projects, once again. And to be honest, it shines through way too strongly. Now, this is one of those kind of black metal bands that offers very little of interest, music-wise or otherwise. It's one of those bands that, well, maybe just should have keep demoing a little bit more than just going on with full length and too much music on one album. It's not totally bad as such, but it's very mediocre in all aspects, be it, songwriting, production, vocals, just everything. There are not much nice things I can say about this. I mean, it's nice that there are, artists that are just putting things out, but to be honest, I don't know, that is kind of a album which had probably needed some outsider opinion when it comes to producing this album, which is kind of a demo-ish. It's also Hidden Tribe style, CDR, so if that is a, I don't know, sort of a limiting factor or whatever, make no mistake, it's CDR, not proper CD. Couple of CDs out already before this, and my question is why there is not, I don't know, more producing in a way. Just everything regarding the melodies and riffs are just, I don't know, a bit too mediocre. Only for fanatics. Then we have the absolute crap. If that Bleakwail was just horrible enough, then we have this kind of a joke band. I mean, what can you get with, you have these black metal aesthetics, upside or inverted crosses, but with a name called Mumincunt. After all, it's Moomin with, vagina. And then obviously this Swedish name that is about to just, like fool us that this is real deal. CDR Digiback, once again from Hidden Tribes. As you can see, CDR, just kind of this green golden colors revealing it. The band pictures and whatnot on the page just, give no impression of joke, but look at these titles. They are all about Moomins and in a Swedish way, so it's kind of like fooling those who are all about English, don't have any understanding of Swedish. You might just think, oh, it's a real Swedish black metal band, but I mean, all this is just like a lengthy joke. 43 minutes wasted on jokes. I mean, there are a couple of decent black metal riffs, really mediocre kind of, but I mean, totally acceptable. But everything from, the crappy guitar sound to very crappy drum machine to embarrassingly poor vocal work is just like, why? As a joke, this could have been, like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes thing, and it could have been kind of a funny gag. But 43 minutes, seriously, why waste musical talent? I mean, songwriting, time spent, I don't know, studio or bedroom or whatever, to make such a joke album. I was in an impression that this could be, I don't know, some freaky grindcore stuff, because, with the tongue in the cheek, kind of stuff, but this create kind of a like black metal joke with Moomins. It's just like, who wants to spend their time, not to mention money, on this kind of stuff? To be honest, I would have been happier if I didn't have to do it, review this in the first place. But already said and done, so stay away from Mumincunt, or you're one yourself. Thank you for watching. See you soon, and looking forward to your comments. Take care. Bye bye.